You waste hours every week trying to patch their holes. And for what? Like some 1 to 3% chance that they're actually gonna change? All right, let's just call it for what it is. Your business isn't stuck because of the economy. It's probably stuck because you spend all your damn time babysitting the very people who are drilling holes in your boat, while your best people are grabbing their life jackets and just jumping to any other boat they can. Several years ago, Gallup did a really fascinating study, which I encourage every manager or leader to read. And the data is really shocking. What they found when they looked at hundreds of companies across a variety of industries from Main Street to Wall Street is that in most companies, about 30% of the people are rowing. They're engaged, they're giving it all. These are the people you want. Like as leaders, as managers, we love people like this. But what's crazy, 50%, half of the people on the boat are just showing up. They're taking a seat and they're not really doing anything. But check this out. About 20% of the people, the last 20% of the people, they're actively trying to sink the boat. These are people who are like trying to sabotage plans before they take off. They are politicking in the back rooms, trying to stab people in the back. They are actively trying to make your business goals fail. And the crazy part is, most companies put about 80% of their focus on that 20%. These are the loudest, most toxic, least productive, not even least productive, anti-productive group in your company, and you fight to convince them. You make exceptions for them. You waste hours every week trying to patch their holes. And for what? Like some 1 to 3% chance that they're actually gonna change? And meanwhile, what happens to your rowers? What happens to the 30% of the people who are actually busting their ass to move this thing forward? But they're just watching you reward drama instead of progress. Like, imagine being that A player. You hit every target, you push for clarity, you ask the hard conversations, and instead of being recognized, you become treated like the problem because you're demanding more than mediocrity. And that is why high performers leave. They don't sit quietly disengaged. They don't just collect paychecks while they rot on the inside. That would destroy their sense of integrity. So they go row for someone else who actually notices them. And usually it's your competitor. And as for those other 50% of the people who are just kind of sitting around, just kind of watching this play out, they see that in your culture, the loud complainers get more airtime than the hard workers. So guess what? They keep their head down, they stay quiet, and they just go along. They don't really need to put an oar in the water. They don't really need to own their responsibility. They're just gonna keep collecting checks until something better comes along. So the brutal truth is, the problem that you have isn't enough A players. It's that you're misallocating your leadership energy. Stop spending your best hours on the people who are drilling holes in the friggin' boat. Instead, start pouring that energy into your rowers. Give them clarity, give them feedback, give them the recognition and challenge they crave, and look at your passengers. Call them up to a higher standard, put an oar in their hand, and make it crystal clear. You're either rowing or you're off the boat, because nobody's getting a free ride. Look, leadership isn't about keeping everyone happy. It's about deciding who deserves your oxygen. So tough question here. Are you rewarding the rowers who move you forward, or the hole drillers who are slowly sinking you? Because if you don't answer that question, if you don't protect your best people, don't be surprised when you look around one day and the only ones left in your boat are the complainers, the excuse makers, and the ones who couldn't get hired anywhere else.